All right, week 7, we got the Chiefs versus the Niners. So again, this will be a really fun one. Uh, Vegas has San Francisco favored by 1.5. I'm going to take Kansas City in this one. So the model again is mixed, and that's not uncommon. So straight up, the model likes San Francisco quite a bit, giving them a 67% chance of winning with about a that correlates to about a 4.5 point spread. Then when you look at the raw numbers, is it shows an even bigger lead for San Francisco, winning roughly 30 to 23. The reason why I'm taking Kansas City is when I come over here to the Bayesian adjustment. So what's that doing is it's basically saying, hey, look, the model is consistently uh, under underestimating Kansas City. And interestingly enough, every year the model underestimates Kansas City. And eventually, when you get through enough games, particularly in a case like this where their stats have not been phenomenal, but they're winning games, then what you start to see happen then is the model adjusts and says, hey, the raw stats and their actual performance that there's a misalignment. Meanwhile, with San Francisco, the their point differential is a plus 32, and the model is saying, yeah, it should be about a plus 53. That's actually not too far out of alignment. But basically, what it's saying here is uh, Kansas City is winning, doing much better than what the model predicts. And so with that, it's going to be a close game. I think, quite frankly, I think that the odds makers looked at this and said it's a home game at San Francisco. They're pretty evenly matched. Patrick Mahomes, I think, is uh, a big influencer in all these decisions, and I think it should be. Well, also, I have not seen that Christian McCaffrey is going to play. If Christian McCaffrey is going to play, I would probably take San Francisco. That guy is an absolute difference maker in every single game that he's in, and since it looks like he's not playing, I don't think that they have quite the number of weapons. And Kansas City, they just have a way of winning. So let's go ahead and take a look at the raw numbers here. So um, as you might imagine, because the model is saying that there is a slight, the raw numbers have San Francisco with an advantage here. Where we see that makeup here is a slight advantage over here in the running game. And then when we come over here, you definitely see an advantage over here in the big plays. Big plays make a big difference. So getting just a number of yards, and you can go through and you can look at number of games over in any given weekend where you can see the team that wins isn't the team that has the most yards necessarily. It might be, but how did they get those yards? If you're getting big plays off and you're scoring on those big plays or putting yourself, uh, uh, inside the 10, and then you're able to score frequently, that makes a whole lot more difference than driving for 50 yards, stalling, getting a field goal, getting nothing, having to punt, turn the ball over, and the other team just has, 6 plays and scores. So those big plays make a big difference, and they can be deceptive when you come over here and you look at the total number of plays or the total time of possession. So with that, San Francisco, the raw numbers are showing that they're going to put up some big numbers or some big plays. But like I said, Kansas City, they have a way of getting those third down conversions. Travis Kelce making the big plays when they need to get there. But I would also come down here and say what we also see is Patrick Mahomes is pushing the ball. In which case he's putting the ball at peril. You're getting a lot more of those interceptions. You're getting some of those fumbles as well. Whereas we don't see that same level of I would say aggressiveness for San Francisco. They're controlling the ball a bit better. He's not getting sacked as much. So again, it should be a really good game. It should be close either way. I just think that the Chiefs have a knack for finding a way to winning because they have the best quarterback in the NFL, and that is what the raw numbers don't show it, but the adjustments do. So look forward to hearing from you. Again, I'm trying to get some subscribers. So send this to your friends, drop me some notes, and enjoy the football.